Iguana, yes.
Iguana.
So sometimes I see people who see bearded dragons, they're like, that's an iguana. No, this is an iguana, my friends. Now, where do we think our friend that iguana here likes to come from? What do you think? This is Oscar. Oscar. Where do you think Oscar comes from? Any guesses? They come from Ontario? The beach? Not the beach.
The forest.
Not Africa.
The forest.
Where do you think? Pardon? What I say? Nope. Pardon? Not Australia.
You guys remember what I said about the stage?
Canada.
Is it South America? Well, these guys come from Mexico. But guess what? You can actually find these guys in Florida as well. These seem to be an invasive species, just like our tiger, because Florida has one of the best places for them to live. Right? But these guys are found in Mexico. Now, when it comes to iguana, what do you think they like to eat? Is it the same as you? Is it the same as the Thomas Pepper? Small bugs? Not small bugs. What do you say? These are one of our herbivores. So this one, unlike Simba, this one is our herbivore, so they really, really love their nice leafy greens. In fact, our reptilians, sometimes we like to feed them our hibiscus flowers. It's one of their favorite trees. Now, just like Simba, reptiles need to be able to protect themselves. What do you think they do to protect themselves? What do you think they do? Pardon? Use their tail? Their tail? Yeah, they can use their tail. In fact, it can be pretty not so nice when you get hit by one of those tails. But these guys also like to live somewhere really cool. Where do you think they like to live? We said Mexico, but where? Do they like to live underground? Do they like to live in the ocean? Or do they like to live in trees, forests? What do you think? Trees, yes. They love to live in trees. And guess what they like to do when they feel threatened when they're up in those trees? Scratch? They can scratch, yeah. What do you think they like to do? They can bite. What do they like to do when they're up in the trees? Attack? Yeah, these guys can actually jump out of the trees when they feel threatened. In fact, iguanas can be quite territorial, so they would not make the best pet. Now, when it comes to iguana too, Oscar here is pretty much fully grown. Now, you can also see with Oscar, he does have those claws, right? Someone said they use them for scratching. What else do you think they use them for? Pardon? Grabbing? Grabbing onto trees? Yeah, absolutely. These guys love to spend most of their time up in the tree. That's why even you see us holding Oscar, we like to hold him up nice and high. So you can see all the way up there and up in the trees. Now, something really cool about Oscar too, just like Simba, is his face. What's really cool about his face? You have another question? He's got some really cool eyes, yeah? What's cool about his face? There's circles on the side, yes. So he's got some nice big jowls too, right on the side. So same thing when it comes to males versus females. Males have more of those big jowls on their side. They also have a nice thing hanging on their cheek as well, which will open back. But as you can see, when it comes to males, they are much larger. Now, when we look at Oscar here, he's got some really cool things on the back of him. Where are they? Spikes, yes. Do you think those are sharp, pointy spikes? Raise your hand if you think yes. Raise your hand if you think no. Yes, no, yes, no. Well, guess what? They're actually not that sharp. They're actually quite soft. Very, very soft. See? Even when we touch it, nice and soft. Now, when it comes to Oscar, does anyone here have any questions for him? Yeah? How do they land? From the trees? That's a great question. How do they land from the trees? Well, they land exactly how you expect them to land, kind of like a belly flop. That's pretty cool. Yep. Pardon? This color? Is it for camouflage? Does it change? That's a great question. So they can change their skin, but when it comes to iguanas, this is actually called a green iguana, even though it's orange. So all iguanas are called green iguanas, but it's a variety of different colors. That's actually what we call genetic mutation. Just how some of us have blue eyes, green eyes, brown eyes, it's the same thing when it comes to reptiles. Is it a boy or girl? This one's a boy. How long do they live? Well, they can live up to about 20 years, but sometimes when it comes to something like people, some can live longer, some can live shorter. Great question. Yep. He live in the water. So he doesn't typically live in the water, but there's an iguana that's like him. It's in the Galapagos, and that's the marine iguana. Those guys like to live in the water.